Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's pick a card is going to be about no contact. Do you feel like I always say you can ask about any type of connection, if a message resonates for you, no matter what type of connection it is that you're inquiring about. So today I have 5 piles for you, or decks. This is pile 1 or deck 1, deck 2, deck 3, deck 4, and deck 5. Choose the one you're most drawn to. It could be drawn to multiple ones, it does not matter. But yeah, let's start with the first deck. Hi, pile 1 or deck 1. So for those of you who chose the opal omen, well, let's see. No contact. Do they feel like I always say you can ask about any type of connection. The message resonate for no matter what type of connection it is that you're inquiring about. And I'm gonna say right there and then, right there, right now, if you're not ready to hear the truth, just click out of this video, okay? I'm pretty blunt. I read a message, I deliver the message, and if you're not ready to hear the truth, it is what it is, okay? Just simply click out of this video, okay? So how does their person feels? Okay, interesting. Feel like that. I'm gonna take it as it is, as it fell. Okay, I don't know where to put them. Okay, so we have the 6 of Cups, Gemini energy to me, but Scorpion energy here. The 2 of Swords, which is Libra energy here, but Gemini energy to me. There's a strong Gemini energy. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, Libra, Scorpio, Libra, Taurus, Virgo energy here. The Empress, the 4 of Cups, Cancer energy, the 6 of Swords, Icarus, but Gemini energy to me. The Fool, Aries energy, the 2 of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. We have the Fortune of the Wheel of Fortune, which is muted bull energy, Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio. We have the Ace of Pentacles, then we have the Endman, which is originally Pisces energy, but Libra energy to me. So we have Libra energy twice, Gemini energy 3 times. Libra, actually Libra 3 times. Strong Libra, Gemini energy. Okay. Bottom card is the Queen of Cups. Okay. So from what I get here, okay, your person is stuck on the past. Okay, there's a decision. Okay, the 2 of Swords to me is not making a decision, is still making a decision regardless. So by not making a decision regarding the past, and I feel like it could be revolving a mother figure, maybe their own a mom, or maybe, you know, the parent of their children, the parent of their the parent of their children. I don't know why it doesn't make sense when I say it, but yeah, there's a decision they have been avoiding to make, but low-key, by not making this decision, they low-key or high-key fully chose to stay in the past. I don't know if it makes sense. Okay, so for example, I'm gonna give 2 examples. So the first one is like maybe they were on a mom or a mother figure, important mother figure, someone they looked up to. They haven't made a decision, but whether they wanted to let this person go or not. But by not making this decision, they're low-key staying high-key or whatever, deciding to stay in this person's life. They are allowing this person to stay in their life, although they are not sure whether that's a good idea or not. Okay, for others of you, I feel like this is a baby mama. Okay, the mom of their children. They are not sure what to do with their ex or with the mom of their children. By not making a decision with what they want to be, they're in that weird phase of like they're in their life, they're not in their life. Okay, and you know, not making decisions, still making decisions. So by not making the decision whether they want this person, this mother figure out of their life or not, they are low-key allowing this energy to stay in their life. I don't know if I'm clear enough. Okay, so yes, they haven't made a decision. Yes, they are indecisive, but that's an answer in itself, because they are low-key agreeing, allowing this person to stay in their life, and it speaks volumes about this person's intention. And I feel like it could have been the main issue in you guys' relationship, no matter the connection, like I always say, because they are stuck on the past and they don't want to make that decision, and they are making that excuse that they don't know what to do. But Loki, they're using that as an excuse to allow this person, this energy more yeah to stay longer in their life, if it makes sense. Okay. Yeah, Four of Cups, choice, Six of Swords, past. Like, the cards are repeating themselves. Why is it full here though? An opportunity may have been presented to them, or maybe that's you. Okay, and maybe an opportunity have been presented to you, finances wise, business wise, career wise, and it's like you're making moves, right? You're moving forward, but you're wanting to know what is this person's intention. Like, are you moving forward with me? What are we doing? But they keep using, not giving you an answer, and they keep using, baby, honey, or like, bestie, I got stuff to do. Like, I have stuff to deal with. But okay, but that's not an answer. But they're using their indecisiveness as an, like, okay, but that's the answer. You gotta deal with it. Like, I don't care, I give you an answer, although it's not an answer, and you're gonna have to take it for what it is, right? And it's like, no, it's low-key gaslighting or manipulative, but it's like you're not falling for it, right? You're not. And maybe again, that's the reason as to why you're in a break here, right? um yeah, like you're indecisive between, like, a, purposing in your career, or wanting to put a break on your career and focus on this person. Never put your career on a break for nobody. But at the end of the day, you are your own person. You make your own decision, honey. But hell no. Hell no. Okay, especially if this person is not clear about you, you shouldn't make something that is clear. How can I put it? Something that is clear for you, that has a clear path, for something that is foggy. Hell the fuck no. Okay, like, you have a clear path, you have a clear future on your I almost said family. Interesting that you came out like that. Maybe for some of you that's the case, but I meant to say on your career, but you want to put that on a pause for something, a relationship and the connection that is foggy, and this person has been showing you red flags after red flags after red flags. Yeah, no. Okay, let's see what is going on here though. Like, it's I feel like that could be their main energy right now. Like, they still focusing on other things than you, and they still haven't made that answer of that decision. Okay, for those of you that were wondering, they still haven't. Again, Six of Swords, Six of Wands. There's a strong six energy here. Like, focus on your career, boo boo. Focus on your success, because it's there or it's coming. Okay, let's see if we can get anything else. That's pretty much, if that's energy that I read, that's pretty much how they feel. Yeah, they aren't there. Okay, the moon, Pisces energy. Let me clarify before I speak on it. Clarify the moon for me, please. And then we're gonna see moving forward, and that's gonna be it. Because I feel like that's the main energy, because we had multiple cards coming up saying the same thing. Okay, multiple different cards saying the same thing. Six of Swords came out again, y'all. Yep. Okay. Okay. The message is loud and clear. Okay, I wasn't sure I wanted to say this, but yeah, goes up. Yep. Okay. The moon, Six of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius energy. The Nine of Swords, Gemini energy. Prince of Elixir, which is a Knight of Cups. We have the Page of Wands, we have the Five of Wands, Leo energy, and we have the Nine of Pentacles, Virgo energy here. Bottom card is oof, High Priestess, Virgo energy. The High Priestess cards, whenever it comes up, it tells me you know what's up, you know what I'm talking about. There's nothing new that I told you. Everything that I told you, you were already aware of it, or you had your doubts on, right? Yeah, this person is in their feels, but it's not about you. It's about the past. They're not over the past. They're really anxious about the past. And again, the fact that there's a strong Gemini energy coming up, yeah, this person is very, very much indecisive, okay? And they finna stay like that, okay? This break is not gonna change their energy. It's not gonna change how they feel. When somebody shows you what they are about, take it for face value, right? They've been showed you that you were not their first thought. They've been showed you that you were not their priority, and this break won't change it, won't change anything about that, right? And there is a need for you to acknowledge that. There's a need for you to accept it. I feel like you know that though, so there's a need for you to accept that and to come to terms with that, okay? We're going to see the outcome, but I think it's pretty much clear what it is. But an apology may be coming in, or maybe it is you that's gonna come to this person and apologize because you feel like you're too rigid on them, like you feel like you're too rough on them. But no, sis, you don't hold this person an apology. If anything, it's them. But even if they apologize, it won't change much, okay? An apology, yes, it's a first start, but the apology will need to follow change in their action, right? And I feel like even if they apologize, they won't change their actions. They won't change how they feel about you. It won't change how they feel about you, right? Um, Princess of Candles, Five of Wands. Yeah, the Nine of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles is like the celibacy card, and I feel like yeah, the they want to make things official with you if this is a romantic relationship that you're looking for. If this is a business relationship, this person is not over a past business partner. And I feel like the main reason, if it's career wise, I feel like the main reason they're stuck on a past business partnership is because they wanted that partnership, but that partnership did not want them, right? But they're not over that, right? And they feel like, which already can is for protection, right? Actually, them focusing on somebody else, especially if it's career wise, is a good thing because protection is for protection. Like if they were to accept it, you won't know what you're gonna get out of the end of the day. You're gonna be more a loser than anything if you accept this deal, right? So them being focused on their past is actually a good thing. Yes, it may be painful, it may be hurtful, but you don't know what you're being saved from, honey. Okay. Yeah. Why is the Page of Wands here though? This person is a hypocrite. I feel like they want to focus on their own passions. Maybe you're like, yes, I have my work, I have my career, but it's like, okay, but I also have my things going on. And like this person is showing you who they truly are. They're showing you that your colors, and there's no free to accept what this person is showing you. I feel like you know you are aware of it, but there is a last final step for you to accept that, to come to terms with that's who they are, and that's who they are going to be. That's who they plan to be, that's who they are, and that's who they are going to be, right? Okay, so moving forward, let's see. I'm going to take one card or three cards, we'll see. Moving forward, what will happen? I think I'm going to just take one card. Moving forward, what will happen between them, between my pal one and their person? What will happen moving forward? Please give me a jumper. Please give me a jumper. Moving forward, what will happen between my pal one and okay, two cards. Oh, three. Wow. Okay, interesting. You're gonna flourish in a new relationship, in a new connection, but it's not gonna be with that person. Okay, you're gonna receive a new heartfelt, sincere offer. It could be in your career. that is going to ultimately bring you a romantic partner, or maybe you're going to meet a new romantical partner that's going to help you flourish in your love life and ultimately in your career life as well, if it makes sense. Okay, but I feel like your main focus is going to be your family. There's a need for you to allow this success, this fulfillment. You're gonna have to, yes, a new door is going to open, but for that new door to be open, there's need for you, for a past door, for an old door to be closed, right? Something is gonna come in your life to show you that it's okay to move on, and then you're gonna be able to move on. You're gonna allow yourself to move on from this person, and that's when this, I don't know if it, I should be putting it there, but yeah, either way, you're gonna be you're gonna be proved that you are doing the great thing to move on before you actually move on, if it makes sense. Something is going to shine, something is going to be shown to you that this person is meant to be in your past, and then you're going to fully move on, and then you're going to be able to fully allow what is being shown in your life, the good things, the good offer, love wise, family wise. Like, I feel like you're going to flourish in your family, like your bonds are going to be straightened, or you're going to focus more on your family, and it's going to flourish, help you flourish in other avenues, in other areas in your life. One area is going to be fully your main focus, but it's going to allow you to like expand in other avenues, in other areas, and it's not going to be with that person. And that's what it is. Okay, but yeah, that's what I have for you, pal one. I hope this wasn't suffer for you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Hi, pal 2. So for those of you who chose the star spinner deck, let's see. No contact. How does your person feel? That code, so you can ask about any type of connection. If the message resonates, we resonate for you. Know what type of connection it is that you're inquiring about. Okay. So I didn't say that for pal 1. Okay, but well, I'm gonna say this first. I'm very blunt. I'm very honest. I'm here to deliver a message, and if you're not here ready to hear the truth, it is what it is. Just simply click out of this video and move on to your life. Okay. But also, what I was going to say, the intent, although the intent is to read your person's energy, I may or may not read your energy. And okay, so keep that in mind. Let's see what is going on with their person. What is going on with their person? This kind of wanted to find the reverse. Okay. Okay. This could be same-sex relationship, a same-sex connection here. Ooh, I see 3 people in there. Ooh, okay. Give me 2 more cards. Okay, this felt like that. Like so. Give me 1 more card, please. For my thoughts, people. Ooh, there's a lot of people in this spread, in this pile. Interesting. Ooh. Okay, we have the Knight of Coins, the Queen of Coins, the Chariot concerned to the 7 of Coins, the 6 of Coins, the Queen of Wands, the King of Wands. Ooh, okay, interesting. Sorry. 6 of Wands, the Empress, the Battle is Virgo energy, the 4 of Cups, and the bottom part is the Lovers, Gemini energy. Okay. Ooh, there's a lot of people involved, and this is interesting because it's very unusual, let's just say. Ooh, I feel like it's like multiple one-sided loves, and in the midst of all that already complicated situation, there's the approval of a mom, of a mother figure. And it's interesting because Palm 1 talked about a mother figure as well. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that there is someone who wants, okay, there is a feminine energy wants another feminine energy, but this feminine energy wants this feminine energy, but this feminine energy wants this masculine energy. Okay, and in between all of this, in the midst of all of this, this is approval of a mother here that is being uh that is not, yeah, the approval here, the mom is not approving that, whatever this is here. And someone here, whoever this Queen of Pentacles here, they took a long time to come forward here. So maybe this person tried to ask help, to give help to this of the feminine Queen of Wands energy, because they see this Queen of Wands that's beautiful. So their love language is like, I don't know all the types, but basically this person's love of affection here is language, affection, well, love language is to show it with actions. And that's how this person has come forward to this person, or like they're going to like to get there at some point, but they're realizing that this person, this Queen of Wands that they're attracted to, is interested in the King of Wands, or maybe this mother figure wants to put those two people together, because this mother figure thinks that they're more of a match with this King of Wands here. Okay, so like there's this need of a mom's approval, because this person, this King of Wands, is like successful, they're a king, you know, they have a lot of pride, they're very masculine, they are successful in their life, in their career, and that's why this mother figure thinks that, you know, this is the perfect person, this is the perfect match for their daughter here, for their child. And but this is interesting. I feel like it's focusing, yeah, love here, but I feel like it's focusing on this mom rather than their personal feeling here. Interesting. What is going on? Okay, let me clarify each person, because this is wow. Okay, so let's say for this Queen of Coins. We got the Devil, Capricorn energy. The Six of Cups, which kind of fell in the reverse here. Gemini energy, and one more card to clarify the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Coins, King of Swords. So this person just broken up with someone, but they're not over their ex. But for some reason, they're coming towards this Queen of Wands, and that's why there's this Devil energy. There is toxicity because they're still dealing with their ex, right? They are still not over dealing still, or well, still dealing with their ex, or like somehow they're not over their ex, so they're still thinking about their ex, whether they are actively or not dealing with their ex. They're still not over the past, they're still not over their past relationship with a specific someone. Maybe it's not their like recent ex, but an ex, right? And I feel like it's a romantical here for sure. Let's get for this Queen of Wands. Okay, for this Queen of Wands, we have the Seven of Wands, the Temperance, Sagittarius energy, and we have the Wheel of Fate, which is the Wheel of Fortune, beautiful energy, Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius here. So I feel like whoever this Queen of Wands here, which is the main character, and I don't mean it because she's the Queen of Wands, although the Queen of Wands is like, this is their energy, but I feel like, yeah, they are literally the main character in this story. So maybe this is you, but I have no clue, because I see like five people in this I have absolutely no clue whose energy I'm supposed to read. So I'm going to do another spread, because this kind of is confusing, and it's not telling me necessarily. I have no clue if you have your answer, because I don't know if I'm reading this person's energy. Okay. Yeah, this Queen of Wands here is not with it, as I thought. they are not with it. I feel like their life is good as it is. So regardless of this mother approval, their mom's approval or not, they're not interested in having a partner, romantic partner, point blank period. And on top of that, they have their mom that they need to please, and the mom that want them to be with someone, and they don't want to be with that someone, and they don't want to be with someone, anyone right now, right? But they feel this pressure of wanting to please other people, to please their parent. And I feel like this is this is a minority type of deal here. Like, if you're from a minority family, you know what I mean. And if you don't, that's good that you don't know what the fuck I mean by that. But I feel like this is somebody that was raised from in a minority family, right? And so yeah, like this is somebody that is torn between, being happy in their own life and like sitting up to their parent, or pleasing, going with their parent and just completely dismissing their own happiness just to please their own parent, or more specifically their mother here. Okay, they're not with it, but they might go for it, although they're not with it. They might go with it, or they might go along for now with it. Although they're not with it at all, they might go with it because that's what their parent wants for them. But that's not what they want for themselves. And again, if you're not born in a minority family, you won't know what I mean by that, and maybe that's just a sign that this reading is not for you. And that's actually good if you don't know what I'm talking about when I see this. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of toxicity. Yeah, we're just not gonna dive deep in that. But let's see this king. Yeah, I don't think I need to dive in this king of wands. Let's do another spread because this is a little bit messy, and I want to make sure that you can you hello, you got what you came here for. Okay, so let's see. How does their person feel? For my part, two people, how does their person feel? Maybe the person that you were wanting to was this Queen of Wands, but I have no clue. I have absolutely no clue. So we're gonna make sure, okay? So how does their person feel? Or maybe this is you that is torn between your own happiness or your parents' happiness, right? They want to move forward, they want to come towards you, but there's something that is blocking them here. I feel like they try to make it. Yeah, okay, so maybe this was the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands energy that was torn between pleasing themselves, focusing on their own happiness, or their parents' happiness. It could be you. Okay, that's confirms it here. Okay, so the Page of Swords, Gemini energy, the Four of Coins, and the Death card, Scorpio energy. I feel like, yeah, the Page of Wands is like a spy energy, like somebody that's spying with, and they don't have really the courage to come forward. So I feel like they've been trying to make a move towards you, but they've been trying to hold back. Something has been holding them back, and they try to be patient. It's not necessarily that I had a hard time opening up. It's because maybe they seem that you're not really in the best of situations right now to come for. It's not really the best of moment for them to come towards. It's not that they don't want it, but there's something, for some reason, there's something that is blocking them. And maybe they took their courage to come towards you, but it was already put to an halt. There was an ending here that happened as soon as they came towards you. As soon as they gathered their courage and they came towards you, something was shown to them that was already like, oh, okay. And I feel like it's what I explained earlier. Okay, maybe you're feeling like you're accepting this proposal to date this other individual, although you don't want to date them. You're gonna go for it, and that's there, like, oh, okay, Batu is going for someone else, right? And I don't see whether they like came forward in the sense that they like confess, but I feel like for sure they came towards you, with the intent, with that intent. But did they confess or not? I feel like it's gonna be specific for different stories for different people here, and I don't feel like they confess. So maybe I have no clue what I'm talking about. Oh well, no, like maybe you're wondering why they still haven't come towards you. Never mind. I'm so all over the place. Gemini, this the cherry Cancer energy came out again. Yeah, they came forth, but let's see. Let's see. Yeah, okay. They felt like they try to test the water, so they haven't confessed, and you're waiting. Like, okay, like, am I tripping? Like, do they love me or not? And you're not. It's just that they heard of your situation. It's like it's pointless for them to talk about it because you're clearly set on something else, someone else, right? Um, yeah, they're grieving for sure this loss, and they're gonna literally have to take that secret to their grave, okay? And you're wondering why? Well, I think I just explained earlier. Yeah, the high priestess Regina tells me like you already know. I'm not telling you and not telling you anything new here. So sorry if I'm confused. This reading is confusing. It's really complicated of the story here, and I'm so sorry about that. Okay, but yeah, moving forward, let's see. Moving forward, I think we already know. Moving forward, yeah, things are going to be restored and you're going to go with what your mom wants you to do, or someone, if it's not you, somebody's going to go for it. This is literally the same card that fell. Interesting. um Someone is going to go forward with what their parents want them to do because they want to make their parent happy, although they're not happy with that. They don't really want that. It's, hey, it's in the culture. That's what their parents want, and they don't want to be a disappointment, and so they're going to go forward with it here. And somebody ultimately is going to be rejected, and possibly to the point that they even had time to confess, or the opportunity to confess their love here. And that's why maybe that's the no contact here. That's why they're not there. Is going to say in the no contact, they're not talking to you and they don't intend to, because if that's you, well, you're going to date someone. What's the point, right? In confessing, right? If that's you. Okay, but yeah, that's what I see for about to. I hope this was a suffer for you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Hi, pile 3, no contacted, do they feel? So let's see how does your person feel. So like I was saying, you can ask about any type of connection. If the message resonates for you in a WhatsApp of connection, it is that you're inquiring about. Keep in mind that the intent is to read your person's energy. I may or may not read your energy as well, so keep that in mind. And also, I'm blunt, I'm honest, I'm here to deliver a message, and if you're not here ready to hear the truth, it is what it is. Just simply click out of this video if you're not ready to hear the truth, okay? So let's see, how does your person feel? How does your person feel? Okay, sorry. Very, very to the point. Let me take the cards first before I speak. Might not be what I think it is. Okay, okay. 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 Clarify the world, please. Clarify the world, please. Clarify the world for me, please. Okay. Okay. So we have the nine of heart, Virgo energy, the chair, Cancer energy, the Queen of Heart. We have the Messenger of Water. We have the Love, which is the Love for Gemini energy, Leo energy to me here. We have the Four of Swords, the World Conflicts energy, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. We have the Justice, Libra energy. We have the Two of Water. We have the Five of Hair, and the bottom card is the Moon, Pisces energy. So okay, at first I'm not gonna lie, so the first one and I was like, ooh, this is not good. But then I saw the other cards and I was like, oh, okay, never mind. So all that to say, at first I thought it was bad, but it's actually really good. Okay, so this person is single, ready to mingle, but they're ready to move forward. They're ready to end that phase of being a single. Okay, they want to give back to you. I feel like this person is a really like you are very similar. Okay, people say opposite attract, but you guys, which I don't believe in, but that's nothing or there. Like you guys are very, very similar. You guys mirror each other. You guys are very nurturing. You're very caring, you are very selfless, um have so much point in common, and this person is gonna move forward and make you that offer to be with you, and I feel like you're gonna accept it. This person, although I feel like they just ended a connection, could be romantical or romantical or not, or maybe you already have a past with this person, or you already dated this person in the past, but balance was restored in their life not too long ago, and they still trying to like move what's the expression, they still trying to deal with it. So maybe that's why they waited a little bit, like they took a little bit of time to come towards. It's not that they don't want you, it's that they still trying to like process an ending of a connection. Okay, the Two of Cups to me is not necessarily like it's soulmate, you know. Everybody has their own definition of a soulmate, you know. And it's that's why I'm like, it could be an ex in romance here, but it could be an ex friend here. But I feel like for most of you it's a lover that they just broken up with, and they still trying to like process that ending, and that's why they still haven't like, you know, made the move forward, but they do have love for you, they do want to move things forward, and I feel like they're gonna do that. They're thinking about doing that. So maybe you know this person, you work with this person and they took a break at work, and I feel like once they come back, it's super specific, so take it as it resonates. I feel like once they come back from their break, or maybe from your break, maybe you took a break, and once you come back, they're gonna move forward with you. Okay, but let's see moving forward. Okay, the love feelings are there. They're just trying to process what happened, and they're still trying to process their feelings for you. On top of that, so very very short and sweet of a message here. And I'm not gonna push it forward. So moving forward for my file, 3 people. Yeah, moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. I knew when I was gonna get, I knew with that deck it was not really gonna be negative, but it can be. But yeah, I'm not surprised. That's what I'm trying to say essentially. Okay. You guys, the Magician, Aries energy, the 5 of water, the 6 of fire, Leo energy here. But yeah, they're gonna move forward with you. They want a new beginning with you, but I feel like they're not gonna. I feel like maybe you're gonna start as friends, and it's not red flag. I feel like they're gonna be straightforward with you and tell you that they're still not over something, not over someone, and they're gonna allow you to give that. They're gonna give you that choice whether you want to still move forward with them or not, knowing that maybe that's you as well, and you're I feel like you're gonna go with it, you're totally okay with it, you're not you're fine with it. And I feel like if you do decide to move forward with this person, you guys are going to thrive as a couple. Romantically, you guys are going to thrive. If this is not a wow, if this is not a romantical relationship, you guys are still not over, you're both not over an past friend that hurt you deeply, and maybe you have like a similar like life path where you've been both hurt in the same ways, if it makes sense, like by a friend, and you can both relate to that, and that's why you're fine with them not being over an ex-friend. And because you're like, I understand, I'm still not over an ex-one that they made that and the third, and you're thriving because you realize you both understand each other on such a level that not necessarily everybody understands. That's why you can, be patient for each other, understand each other, and thrive in that friendship, and or wow, maybe you're gonna become friends lovers, who knows. But thrive in that friendship or in that romantical relationship. If you do decide to move forward, it's gonna thrive. That's exactly essentially what I'm trying to say. um but it's slow and steady, for sure, slow and steady. Okay. Yeah, if you move in forward in love with this person, I feel like you may start as friends, or like you're gonna get in that phase to get to know each other before you make things official. Although that's where you want to go, that's not where you're gonna go immediately, right? Okay. But yeah, that's what I see for you, pal 3. I hope this was insightful for you, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Hi, pal 4. So for those of you which was the final rose tarot, let's see how does your person feel. Like I always say, you can ask about any type of connection. If the message resonates for you, you can It will resonate for you no matter what type of connection it is that you're inquiring about. Keep in mind that although the intent is to read your person's energy, I may or may not read your energy, so do be aware of that. And also, I'm blunt, I'm honest, so if you're not ready to hear the truth, that's totally fine. Just simply kick out of this video, okay? So let's see. How does their person feel? How does their person feel? I feel like for most of y'all that choose this deck is like romantical, romance for sure. Yeah. Let's see. Whoa, whoa, whoa! That fell in the reverse. That That card came in strong. For whatever reason, we're going to find out soon enough why I wanted to come out like that. Anything else? Whoa, sorry about that. The cards are coming in strong. This deck has a attitude, so I'm not shocked. Okay, so we've got the Two of Roses date cards. So there's messages on top, at the bottom of the card. So you do be aware of that as I read the cards. You're gonna see why. Okay, so Two of Roses date card. We have the Strength card, opening up the energy. We have the Backshot, which is the Empress, Libra, Taurus, Virgo energy. We have the Queen of Mirrors, the Bitch. We have the Six of Rings, Quality Times, which is the Six of Pentacles, Gemini energy to me. The Tower, Scent Scorpion energy. We have the Knight of Cups, Spice energy, the Opal Romantic, the Ace of Roses, First Impression Rose, and we have the Six of Mirrors, Silver Lining, which is Gemini energy to me. So, bottom card, ooh, the Lovers, number 6, Gemini energy, strong Gemini energy here. Okay, so wow. I'm gonna read. Okay, I feel like this first spread. I'm gonna do another spread because I feel like this spread more dive into your story. Okay, so maybe that's gonna help you see if this message resonates for you or not. Because I don't feel like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't feel like it's like about your person, or maybe that's your person, and we're gonna dive deeper into your person. You're gonna see why. Okay, so somebody was offered a date. Okay, you got asked on a date. You accepted the offer, but for whatever reason, you was not with it. Okay, you was not with the person, or this person was an actual douchebag, and you was like, toodaloo, peace. I don't need to waste my time on you. I don't feel you. And on top of that, you're an asshole, or whatever the case may be. They may have been an asshole, maybe you just didn't feel the vibe, and you were like, I'm out of this. I don't need to waste my time. I don't need to go on the second date because the first date was enough for me, was enough telling. Then all of a sudden another person came to you, made you an offer, and you accepted it. But this may be someone from the past, okay, that you had a past romantical relationship with, and maybe you overextended yourself to this person, wanting to get married to them. Okay, but for whatever reason, this didn't happen because they were happy with where they were. This person didn't want to be tied down. And so you had a quarrel, you had a fight over it, and you ended up choosing someone else, or you ended up realizing that this person was not your first choice. And you may have shared a first kiss with this person. This person may have made you feel insecure here. 8 of Rings. Yeah, you realize that you always were in the background. Somebody they choose you. Oh, girl, I feel like it's this scenario where they chose your friend over you. You always in the background without realizing until this came out to the light. This came out and you realize that, oh shit, I was always like the because it says here camera guy. So you always like never the focus, and you're realizing that way after. and maybe that's why this is you're in no contact with this person. Let's see how they feel though. I feel like we got a good image of what it is. Yeah, you were a hopeless romantic daydreamer. It says your Page of Cups by Sun Energy here. So let's see, how does this person feels? How does their person feel? Ooh, this person is a single parent, and maybe they hid that from you. And yes, you realized maybe this person was yeah, if this person was an actual parent, you realize that yes, they're always, their daughter, their children is always going to be priority, but always their kid was always, of course, like your parent, like your child should be your priority. That's not what I'm trying to say here, but like, yeah, you realize that they were always going to come first, and you were never going to be able to have a place in this person's dynamic, right? You're always going to be second, and not even second, because maybe the mother is still in the picture, and so you were never going to be able to have a place in that dynamic with that family. You were never going to be part of that family, and maybe you didn't realize as you were dealing with this person, but now that you're like on the bros with this person, you realize, oh shit, like I never meant shit to them. Okay, maybe harsh, yeah, butterflies. Like you were in that like honeymoon phase when you realized, when you thought you were special to this person where you were not. What? Yeah, Ooh, a lot of red flags might have been shown to you. Three of Swords, yeah. Let me take actual jumpers. Let me take two more jumpers. How do they feel? And you could have been dealing with this person and realized that their ex had a baby and it's their children. And you realize that, yeah, no way. No way that gonna allow to stay in such a dynamic. And, or maybe you was going to accept that, and you were going to, but you realize as you're separating yourself from this person, this energy, you realize that you were never going to be important to this person. Were never going to be a priority. You never were a priority. This is really harsh, but yeah. Anything else? How do they feel? It's not giving me jumpers. Give me jumpers. How does their person feel? Yeah. If no jumpers are coming out, is because I pretty much said what needed to be said here. And this is interesting because it's literally just one card. Hello. Okay. Nine of Roses, meeting parents. And you maybe had the time, the opportunity to meet your parents, and maybe you feel ashamed because it's like you were serious about them, but you're realizing that they were not when it came to you. They were never going to be. Yes, the end. The death card, Scorpion energy, yeah. Maybe you even travel to see their parents, or they travel to see your parents, or something like that. Nine of Flutes, Nine of Cups here, Fantasy Suits. Yeah, you thought this person was your dream. Okay, but you thought it was okay for this person to take their time. You was trying to be understanding, although that was a clear red flag because you thought you were tripping, but you were not. Maybe this person gaslighted you, or you even gaslit yourself, or you shamed yourself for feeling the way that you were feeling, which was actually very valid because this person was a red flag, and you're realizing that now was a walking red flag. So let's see, moving forward. Moving forward for my pile 4 people and their person. Yeah, talking about travel again. Maybe your first day was about traveling. You traveled somewhere, or it was long distance. So maybe it was like an hour away. Doesn't have to be like to a whole other country. I'm just saying, the Empress. Yeah, you traveled to see their mom, or like your mom traveled to see them, your person, or maybe their mom traveled to see you here. and you had hope to see them again, or like to see this person again, or for this reunion to happen again. Here, moving forward. Oh, I think I read the cards. Okay, interesting that I read that because now I'm seeing it in a whole other perspective. There may fly out, or there may fly their person out to them, this baby mama, and they're starting to meet them, and I feel like they're getting engaged. They're getting engaged, they're getting married. Yeah, the proposal, we have the proposal and the jeweler. Yeah, they're getting married to this person. They are giving out invitation of like marriage invitation here. They're flying out their person, or they're flying out to their person, and yeah, yikes. Interesting that I read it in a whole different way first. The last card, we have the Five of Cups. It says, "Sorry, I'm the worst. I fucked up." So maybe they're trying to. Oh, maybe. Oh, I hope they didn't did that because that's fucking ratchet, my G. Maybe they send out an invitation of their marriage, or like you heard of it somewhere somehow, and they want to apologize because you didn't deserve to hear the news like that. So they may give you something to apologize, like a cake or something, and it's like, okay, I'm sorry, but it's like, go fuck yourself, basically. It's like, I don't care, like, what, just go live your life, like, you don't have to apologize, like, I just don't want to hear about you. And it's like, it's really like silly for them to do, like, it's just cringe. Okay, it's just really cringe. Okay, they may apologize, but that apology is like not accepted. Okay, rightfully so, and it's like, go live your life. Okay, go be wretched somewhere else. Okay, yeah, for a flute reflection, like you're reflecting a lot on this person and on everything you did for them, and a lot of things that you accepted that you shouldn't maybe have accepted. Like there's a lot of reflection of this connection. Maybe that make you reflect on your actual current connections, okay, and not just in love. But yeah, that's just what I have for you, Pal 4. I hope this was self fulfilling. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. Hi, Pal 5. Last but not least, let's see how contacted do they feel. So let's see how does your person feel. I mean to say. So first, I may all of the intent is to read your person's energy. Um, I may also read your energy, so be aware of that. Like I would say, you can ask about any type of connection. The message resonates for you no matter what type of connection is that you're inquiring about. And I'm blunt, I'm honest. So if you're not ready to hear the truth, it is what it is. Just simply kick out of this video, okay? So let's see. That's a lot of cards. I didn't want that many, but it is what it is. Okay. So we have the Ten of Wands who found the reverse. We have the Page of Wands. We have the Three of Wands, Eight of Swords, Page of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, the Star Christ Energy, Knight of Wands, Three of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, Mutable Energy, Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, the Five of Wands at the bottom card. So the signs are Sagittarius, Aries, Gemini, Gemini, Taurus, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces here, but I said mutable energy, Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, and we have Leo energy here. Okay. So first, I wanted to say this earlier, but I forgot now that I don't remember what I'm gonna say. So you could be white, or your person that you're dealing with could be white and or Jewish, or it could be you, could be them, could be both of you. But that's the main thing that I got. As soon as because I use a generator to pick the deck. So interesting that it came out, and that's what I got. Okay, so take it or leave it if it doesn't resonate. Okay, but that's what I'm getting here. Interesting. The first thing that I noticed is that we have 3 pages, which is very interesting. I feel like this person first felt very passionate in the connection, but at some point they got stuck, they got lost, they lost their way, they got insecure with themselves, maybe from outside exterior sources. Most likely it always is, from exterior sources, outside sources. And so instead of focusing on their passion, they became more practical. They valued the not the value, yeah, they valued the um how can I put it? I don't know how to phrase that. They cherish more practicality over passion. So you may have seen this person value more action, be more action oriented, be more, instead of saying things, instead of saying like I love you, their love language, and love is love. Okay? No matter the connection. I always want to emphasize on that, okay? Instead of expressing their love verbally, they started to express it by doing things with action. They thought that if they went from, like, being very expressive to no longer being expressive and show it more than say, be more of a shower than a sayer. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. If you know, you know. And now they came back to that. They went to another phase of being honest, being truthful. So maybe they are in that phase right now, and I feel like that's where they are now, where they are very harsh with their words. They have no filter because they don't know how to filter. Okay, maybe because, yeah, I feel like, yeah, like I don't know what happened in this person's life, but I feel like they have been very much affected by uh other people's perspective, by how people perceive them, and that's why they're so like um I'm losing my words right now. I don't know what's up. I think, yeah, maybe because it's a 5 pile, 5th pile. I would never do 5 piles for this read. So yeah, it is showing. um, and so they change who they want to be because based on how people perceive them, and that's why they are so imbalanced in their life, because the perception of others constantly change, maybe because they always meet different people and they mold themselves to that exterior point of view, to that exterior source, right? And so who they are surround themselves, who they surround themselves with is ultimately who they're going to be. So right, so maybe that's why there's so much changes, because they hang out around a bunch of different people, and they hang out around a bunch of people that are very different from one another, from another to, yeah, from one person to another, if it makes sense. So one day they hang out with them, and so they are that one person at a day. Another day they're a completely different person because they're dealing with it, they are hanging out with a completely different person. And maybe you're wondering, like, what is this person's deal? It's because they very not show very much of value, but they put so much weight on other people's opinion, other people's way, uh perception of them, right? Maybe it's out of insecurity, which actually I don't think they realize it. I don't even think they realize that they're doing it, because that's the way they've grown up. That's what they saw when they grew up as a kid, and that's how they think it's normal. They don't even realize they're doing that, right? um yeah, I don't know why you want me to say this. Okay, how did they feel? So I feel like it's mirroring more into their past than what is going on right now. So let me do another spread here. It did that the whole entire night. I don't know what's up. I'm just trying to see how they feel, and it's not telling me directly, which is really weird. And it's not necessarily weird, but it's interesting because it happens a lot. But I say that because, yeah, probably because I feel like people just say, oh, you're not reading their energy, you're not reading their energy. But that's the message, that's the mess, that's what the message is gonna be about. Like, it's not like I'm doing that on purpose here, okay? If that's what they want me to read, that's what they want me to read, okay? And this is very interesting because it happened for almost all the vowels. I don't know what's up tonight. I'm just trying to get to the point, okay? How do they feel? Yeah, they lost their passion. They don't know what to do with their life. Passion over impulsivity. They have a lot of weight on their shoulders here. I feel like they have a lot of things to deal with here. Yeah, I feel like that has something to do with their childhood. They're trying to be patient with themselves, or they want you to be patient with them. Ace of Pentacles. An offer may have been career opportunity may have been given to them here, but for some reason they don't feel like they're deserving of it here. Although this is going to be a lot very prosperous to them. Maybe they already are very prosperous, but it's going to give them even more prosperity. But for some reason they're not with it. They are not interested in that offer here. Let me push card like that. Okay. Yeah, the sun, yeah, energy. There's something that they're missing. Yeah, there's a need for them to feed their inner child, right? They have been doing in the beginning of you knowing them, right? But for some reason they stopped feeding that inner child, and it has something to do with their past, okay? Maybe as you were dealing with this person, because I feel like you saw this person as you were dealing with this person, you saw them have multiple phases, right? And you're wondering why they're not what they were in the beginning. Okay, it's not that they're a lie, living a lie, essentially, yes, to themselves, but not on purpose, if it makes sense. But it's like, I feel like as you were with this person, someone from the past or something from the past versus face. Maybe they started to talk to, I don't know why I see a mom. They started to talk back to a mom, or like a mom reappeared, or like a figure from their past reappeared, or they heard something that had to do with their past, and it's like it triggered something in them. And I feel like for most of the cases, this person is not even aware that they're being triggered, and that it's showing in their action and how they're dealing with their personality. It's showing in their personality and what they are here. Yeah, there's no freedom to be honest, to be truthful. They're in a huge halt here. They're very much stuck. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to be. They don't know how to deal with this information that has been given to them here. I feel like they're realizing that they've changed. They're finally realizing, maybe they're realizing that they're changing, but maybe they're finally realizing why. Okay, that it's deeper than what it seems on the surface. And yeah, I feel like they're finally come to terms with this, with it, to why they haven't been so unstable. They have had so many switch of personalities here. They need to deal with their past, and they're realizing that they can no longer ignore that. They may have abandonment issues, but they know they need to work on it, and they're going to work on this. Yeah, the Emperor here. Maybe they're gonna have help from their dad. Maybe he has to do something super specific. Maybe their parent broken up, and their dad dated someone else, and like there's need for them to talk about it because it's affecting them, and that's where they're gonna start, or that's where they want. Yeah, interesting. We have the world card, fixed energy, Loto square course. We have the full energy, and we have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there's a father figure that they're gonna start working on. When a father figure could be like a dad, uncle, a grandpa. Like, father figure could be literally anybody, someone a masculine figure that they look up to. Okay, I feel like they know that there's a need for them to end this nonsense. They're realizing it and they are being honest with themselves and they're trying to go to the core of it. They're realizing that it's deeper than just this person coming back from the past, than hearing about someone from their past, realizing that it's deeper than what it seems to be, and they're going to take a leap of faith and actually like start digging into what is the real cause of their like clearly PTSD or trauma. I don't want to like, you know, diagnose someone here, give a diagnostic here, but around that, okay, somewhere like something like that here. And it all starts from a father figure here, or someone they looked up to in their past here. We have the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, which is like the Emperor to me is like the father of the tarot here. So yeah, let's see, moving forward. Did I say that? I don't know if I said it. I said, yeah, this person could be, yeah, I think I said it. But I'm gonna say it again if because I don't remember if I said it. You could be white. Somebody could be white and Jewish. I don't know if I said that because the deck is based on Jewish symbol, and I feel drawn to say that here. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so moving forward, please. Ibur, I think that's what it's called, but there's not another there. Ooh. Okay, they're realizing that they voted and make a decision regarding a Queen of Wands. So that Queen of Wands could be you. Okay, so okay. We have the Two of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Five of Cups, which is Scorpion, Leo energy, but it says here Aries, Pisces, and Gemini energy, but here it's Leo energy. Justice to me is not making a decision, it's making a decision regardless, right? And we have this Queen of Wands. This is a bad bitch. Okay, we're gonna skip the energy. That's not the main point, the main focus of it. But I feel like they avoided ultimately making a decision about this Queen of Wands. And interestingly enough, whether you're feminine or not, I feel like this is your energy. They refuse. Okay, they low-key refused to make a decision when it came to you, because deep down, avoiding making a decision about you was them going against their mom, their mother figure. Okay, and I feel like they're realizing that they haven't moved on from something, they haven't gotten over something, and they're realizing that they're projecting it onto other people, aka you, but also other people, and they're realizing that it stems deeper than what it seems to be, right? There's a need, there's a focus that they're realizing that they need they're very shady. Yeah, the Seven of Swords, they're very shady. Okay, them refusing, you have nothing to do with their mother, but in their head, low-key, it was a way for them to go against their mom that they couldn't go against in the past. That's them standing up to their mother that they couldn't stand up to as a kid, right? And they're realizing that now. Okay, maybe the multiple change of personalities is because they couldn't be who they wanted to be, or they always had to be this fake person, not to please their mom, to please their parent, you know. And that's why they're like being triggered left and right, because they were so restrained when they were kids. So now it's like this trigger of not being able to be what they wanted to be, not able to do what they wanted to do. And now that they are an adult, it's like this past thing coming back from the past, this thing coming back, it's like a trigger, and it's like, oh, let me be who I couldn't be in the past. And it's like they didn't know, they weren't aware of that trigger, but now they are like slowly getting aware of it and know that they have to work on it. And they're realizing that they were projecting on you ultimately. But let's see like what will happen between you guys, because it's like, yeah, but what about you too? Okay, what will happen between Pile 5 and their person? Most likely ending between my Pile 5 and their person. Most likely. Yeah, okay. They're gonna be more emotionally available. They're gonna be more emotionally in tune with you. They're gonna be honest with you about their feelings. They're gonna be more expressive towards you. They're gonna, yeah, the lovers, they're gonna be, yeah, more expressive, and they're gonna be um more affectionate, more caring. Like they're gonna like deal whenever they deal with stuff, they're gonna like allow you in, okay? They're gonna share things with you, okay? You're gonna be more a part of this person's life as you couldn't have been before. They're opening that new door with you, that new chapter, Knight of Cups. They're gonna apologize to you. Yeah, they're moving on from the past, but it's not gonna be easy, and it's not gonna like happen overnight. But they're gonna be more aware of what they do. The strength or the energy. Yeah, this person is resilient. They're strong. They're resilient. The energy here. They're gonna get through it, but it's gonna take time. But it's like you're gonna see it in their energy, in their actions, that they're trying, and it's not just trying. Like they're actually actively becoming a new person, and you're going to see that, and you're going to be a witness. You're going to be part of that if you do decide to still stay with them, which I do see. But if you don't, it is what it is. But even if you do separate with this love work, a love connection or not, they're still going to work on themselves, okay? That's not going to change anything, which is actually good. But yeah, the Empress about Virgo energy, this person is going to be very nurturing, very caring, very giving, and they're gonna work on their mother figure. I feel like it's not even just mommy issues, daddy issues. It's like childhood trauma as a whole. I feel like, but like they're gonna work their issue with their dad first, and I feel like they're gonna slowly but surely work with their mommy issues, one way or another here. But yeah, they're gonna slowly but surely move on from their past, but it's not gonna be easy. Okay. I feel like they've been running away from their past, and they're realizing that they no longer can do that, or they need to stop. Okay, so yeah, that's what I see for your pop. I hope this was insightful for y'all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.